This is Chunk.
Hey guys, how are you? This is Stephanie, and welcome to this episode, a combined episode of Chicks and Chairs and Man on the Move. A couple of chicks and chairs and a man on the move. Two chicks and a man.
Yeah, two chicks and a man.
How about that?
Yeah.
All right. So today we're going to talk about growing up. You know, from our perspectives, me and Teresa, letting your child grow up, and from Mike's perspective, when you finally grow up, please hurry up. How about that?
Yeah.
You know, so we this topic came up because we were talking about one of our sons. We're not going to say whose, and kind of. Excuse me.
I ain't got no sons. And
kind of feeling like they might not be ready.
Yeah.
For the world, you know, and so. Being ready for the world.
I think.
Do you ever feel that?
No, I think as a parent, our responsibility is to
get them ready for the world.
Definitely. But I think we also sometimes
we try hard.
Some of us
and sometimes
don't. We don't let go.
True.
I let go, but it's just.
I wasn't accusing you. You just gave yourself away. Now let's go ahead. We talk about you, Ron. No, we talk about your son. No, go ahead.
I love you to death, son. I do love you to death. But sometimes I think about.
Mama, I love you. P.O.P. all the time. Right, these all good pimps, boy, baby, for life.
I get worried because sometimes I think about if I didn't do something right or something didn't click or something because of the way he goes about things. And then it scares me like, okay, but what if one day I can't get out of the bed or if I can't do this? What is he going to do? How is he going to manage? Because my girls are no problem.
Let me ask you a question.
They're no problem. I know if something happened, they're gone. They can do this.
If you wanted to do something a little risky, let's say, you know, jump from here to there, and there was a net. You're going to do it while you got a safety net under you, or without the safety net? You'll try it while you got the safety net.
I'm going to try it with the safety net, but I'm very adventurous.
You're the safety net.
Okay.
You're the safety net.
I'm the safety net.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
I understand.
So now he may be exhibiting behaviors that you might think, Lord, that world is going to eat him up if he act like that.
Yes.
But you were the safety net. This is his time. He's young.
Yeah.
This is his time to try things out.
Right.
24.
Oh, he don't know.
Oh, he's a grown man.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, he's grown, but he's young.
But
he's grown
mentally.
Mentally. Physically, he's a grown man. Mentally, he's young. That's what you're saying?
It's not even that. It's 24 is young, period. Like,
but it's still
you're not gonna have.
Says the old man.
He's still considered a grown man.
But what I'm saying is, at 24, right? When I was 24, I didn't have everything figured out.
I'm not saying he hasn't everything figured out.
I'm almost 50 and I don't have everything figured out.
I'm not saying he has to have everything figured out. I'm saying for him to maintain being a grown up, washing clothes, doing dishes, cleaning up,
You've been doing that for him.
Okay, question. Do he like to look good and smell good?
Yeah, that
he
does
have
that.
to do his laundry.
I don't do his laundry no more. I don't do his laundry anymore.
Do he like to eat? Then he needs to learn how to cook.
I don't cook anymore.
But see, these are the things that you let go, and he'll pick up, or he'll learn, or he'll find somebody to do it for him.
That's what I did.
No, that's what he did. But I did stop just to see if, and I tell him now when he comes in the kitchen all angry. It's nothing, eating nothing. And I say, look, there's vegetables up there. It's this and that's what I said. And he said, well, look at your food. I said, because I bought it. So I bought it because I know I'm going to be hungry. I'm going to want it. So I take my money. I say, okay, I'm going to want this. So I'm going to get that.
How long were you doing everything for?
I did it for a long time for them.
What's a long time?
I think I just recently stopped.
So basically their whole life.
3 years
basically
ago.
their whole life.
So 2.5.
Basically their whole life.
So 22. You did for the first 22 years.
Yeah.
And he still lives with you now, right?
Yes.
So this is kind of your fault.
I know that.
Not a matter
in
of
a
fault.
way.
It's not fault.
In a
I'm not
way,
Talking
I
like a
know
little
that.
spoiled brat.
In a way, I know
First of all,
How
what the
dare you
physical
diss it?
violence?
You's a brat.
No, listen what I'm saying.
But,
Listen what I'm saying. You can't say.
And that's what I said. In a way, I know
You
it's
got
probably
him-
some of
he
it's my
still- he
fault.
still
But now
lives there,
I'm
right?
pushing away.
You're enabler.
But now
But
I'm
he's still
yeah.
there.
But
He's
now
still-
I'm pushing
That's what I'm saying.
away.
Listen, like, all right, like my mom, right? She moved out, so there was nobody there to help me. It was
Right.
just me. I had to figure out. All right, she did this for me for the first 23 years.
That's why I stopped
Now,
what
but
I'm
he's
doing.
still under your roof.
He's still.
So he-
yeah.
Okay, well, Mike,
but-
that's a different
No,
situation. Can't nobody afford to move
No, listen
away.
what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
yeah.
No, listen what I'm saying. If he's still under your roof and you did everything for him for 22 years, he's looking at it like, well, I'm still here.
Well,
I'm not doing it.
So, no, but I'm saying he's looking at it like he's still there.
Okay.
Nothing's changed as far as where he lives. You just changed what you were doing.
Yeah.
Like if
Changing
my
what
mother,
I'm
if I
doing.
lived with my mother and she one day just decided one day to tell me like I'm not cooking for you no more,
Yeah.
I'd have been like, what the hell? What's going on?
They
Well, see,
done
that's
that.
what you gotta do.
But they done
I
that.
know.
Since
I've gone
like,
as
she
far
doesn't
as
cook no more.
Does he eat
to
every
buy
day?
sugar, and now my sugar is
I hide
in
sugar.
my room.
Does-
You understand what I'm saying?
Does
We
he-
all drink
He
tea and coffee,
How does he-
but you don't buy
He
sugar,
eats
so
if-
you don't have no sugar.
You ain't got no sugar? Damn! Y'all ain't never got two things that match. Either y'all got Kool-Aid, no sugar, peanut butter, no jelly, ham, no burger. Damn!
If his sister cook or if I
a
decide
scavenger.
to make
So he-
a meal,
so he-
but he manages, and if he doesn't, he
Who
finds
washes
something in
clothes?
there. I don't. He
Who,
does.
but who how?
He does.
All right, so he's fine.
I
No,
understand
listen,
that.
listen.
It's
He's
his
fine.
attitude is.
What are
this
you
world.
worried about?
I'm worried about his quick attitude he has, and I'm worried about he can't function on paying. I'm worried about him function on paying bills and cooking.
Do you
but
make him
he
pay
does
rent?
it. Yeah,
Okay, so
When-
he understands that concept.
I not particularly no,
When I was
but I have it that way where if his job doesn't pay him that much as now, but I had it that way that he had to give me money
I
every
feel
month.
so bad for him.
And you know
He don't
what?
want
Can
to-
I give you a suggestion? Make it a set amount every month.
I
It don't,
did.
It don't matter
I
what his
did.
job is doing.
But
if
I
your job
did.
only gives you $50 a month, and you know you need $100 a month, you need to go out there and get you another job.
Hey,
Yes? May I help you?
yeah, I heard y'all niggas is hiring. What's up?
But that's
look,
what
yeah,
I've been
you're right.
explaining that to him these past couple of weeks, and then me and his father yesterday discussed it with him together.
But look, right. Let's say if he
So
doesn't
if-
know how to, if he don't know how to,
just show him tough love, that's
if
all.
he don't know how to pay
Plain
bills,
and
right?
simple.
You know how many? When I was 21, 22, 23, you know how many bills I didn't pay and how much shit got cut off before I had to
I was
learn.
responsible.
Before I had to learn, like,
I was a
oh,
different
if you don't
person.
pay bills,
That's true.
Yeah.
I had to learn, like, you don't pay bills, they cut shit off.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
a simple.
Yeah.
When once they cut off my cable the first time, I was
Right.
like, oh, okay, so I gotta pay it.
Right, because
Are you sure about that?
We would have cable, and then sometimes we won't have cable.
Put it in somebody else's name.
Yeah, like
You know all that.
it's what they call growing pains. You grow up and you have to learn.
I
like,
know he's
Yeah, but
gonna
some
learn
kids get it
eventually.
like
some
that.
kids get it
Yeah.
whack.
You know
I
what?
wasn't
What I
one.
don't understand as women, like me being a single mother, a lot of us, we raise the hell out of our daughters.
Yeah.
Our daughters are straight.
But
But
it's
our
not
son-
like I
Because you're a
didn't teach
mother,
him.
because
I
you-
taught
no,
him
no,
the
no, no.
same as I taught the girls.
But you can't teach. Look,
You can't teach a boy how to be a man.
yeah, men have to teach.
Well, he
them.
has his father, so that's a good thing. I can.
But who is he around
A
more?
man learns
He was
from
around me
consequences.
more. Now he's around his father now.
See, I had to learn.
So he's around his father now. So when I can't get something through or get something, and his father would lay back and he would watch just to see if Vaughn would do such and such and such. That's what we discussed yesterday. And then his father, I would tell his father, look, I can't no more. You. So he'll step in and say, look, I watched your mother say such, 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 such. I watch you do such, 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 such. This is what we gonna do, and this is what you gonna do. You know. So now he has that
Yeah.
figure
That's what I'm saying. You're worried about things that are
I know,
normal.
because I'm mother.
Like me, like I said before, me, like I grew up in a house full of women, so there was no man to tell me this is what you do. But I had a mindset of, nobody's gonna tell me what to do.
Oh.
I'm gonna figure it out for myself. So a lot of times I tried to do things on my own and I failed. But then it was like, all right. So now I know. Like when my cable got cut off, it was like, oh, now I know they cut the shit off.
When you don't pay.
Like if you don't pay,
people learn through trial and error.
I was like, all right, I'm not gonna let it happen again to where I don't pay and they cut it off.
Right.
And then when it was like, how am I gonna get this done? How am I gonna get that done? I put people around me that knew how to do certain things that I couldn't physically do for myself.
Okay.
And one thing my mother did that she was real smart about, before she moved out and left me the apartment, she took me to the bank to open up a bank account.
But I done that too.
So then I had to learn how to be responsible.
Your account.
Yeah, I fucked up a lot of money.
Me too. You ain't alone. You're not alone with that.
A lot of us did that though.
Because you're young and you don't know everything, but being in your 20s is like, you're like a half adult.
Yes. I would say that.
I left my mama's house when I was 17.
I left when I was 21 or 20 something. I was early when I left and got my own apartment.
Yeah, I left first, and then the possibility of her moving came up.
And then you
came back. She was like, you can, if you want, you can have this apartment. But it was always, I don't know how you're going to survive on your own without me. And so then I got this ego thing where it's like,
I'm going to do this.
Now I got to show you
I can do this.
that I can live on my own. And I can do. So now.
You feel so weird coming from this side.
Now it's been 10. It's been 10. I've lived without my mother for 10 years. So now, I don't ask my mother for anything. I don't call her for anything.
I still call my mother.
I called my mother every other day.
I need a new coat.
No.
I got you.
See, my mom's not like that. You call my mom and be like, I need $1. She'd be like, well, don't you got $1?
Oh.
So then I had to learn.
You know what? My son the other day, he said, something he was doing with his job. You know, he got 3 jobs, and it's like he freelance doing this and that. You know, and I said, well, you know, maybe that's not enough. He's like, oh, it's enough. But you're borrowing money, so maybe it's not enough. You know what I'm saying? That's my logic.
But kids always want you to move out the way. It's like they want you to be there
and move out.
Like it's like if I fuck up,
catch me.
Catch me.
But
leave me alone.
Before I fuck up,
leave me alone.
Just let me do it.
Okay.
Because my mother used to always.
But I get it now.
But I'm there for my. I'm there for my children when they fall.
If they need you.
They fall. Yeah, you got to be there.
You got to let them do that. One of the things I've learned is that a lot of times as a parent, we have expectations of our kids. We want them to do and be a certain way, and you know, when they don't live up to those expectations or they don't live out our dreams for them, we get a little bit disappointed. You know, and one of the things that and I think I've learned this lesson more so from my youngest son is, you know, let me do my thing. You know what I mean? I'm not doing nothing wrong. I'm not doing nothing. I'm not harming nobody. Let me do my thing. You know what I'm saying? It really just in thinking about life. Period. We live so much of our lives trying to please other people, live out other people's expectations. You know, you grow up with your friends. Your friends don't think you should be with that girl. You might really like that girl, but she ain't the hot one, or he ain't the cool one. You know, so you don't. You know, you'll push them to the side or treat them funky, and
that could be the one for you.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Or just anything that we do, we living up to somebody else's expectations.
When I was in my late teens or early 20s. Because, and again, like I've told you before, like my mother adopted me, so she was, a lot of times when you're adopted, your parents are way older than average.
Parent.
Yeah.
Okay.
So my mother, you know, I was in my teens, she was in her 50s, 60s. So my sisters, her kids, you know, they
well, your age.
no, they would when they were my age, when they was in their teens and their 20s, it was the 70s and the 80s.
Oh wow. Okay.
So, because my sisters are in their late 40s and 50s.
Oh, okay.
So to her, it was like, why aren't you acting how they acted back then?
Oh.
And I had to have like,
Oh no.
I had to talk to her like, yo, you know, like this is 2002,
Okay.
like this ain't 1985, like this is a whole different time. It's a different thing.
And you're a whole different person.
Yeah, I'm like, and she didn't understand either. It's like I'm your son. These are your daughters. I'm different. So like, you can treat them a certain way, but you can't treat me that way.
Well,
and it's like,
even if it's a daughter too. I mean, they're two different people.
But the thing was, with my sisters were really like they weren't the type that like ran the streets. They weren't the type that hung out like that or did things.
Why your damn ass wasn't normal? Why you acting like that? Right?
I remember like
no problem.
I had one of those kids, Mike.
I remember like I would go out. I'd be out in the streets and to like, cause we moved to the project and we had an elevator.
Ah,
I was still
you was able to.
I was still 17, 18. So I'm like, oh, this is
Damn
freedom.
that elevator.
I'm like, I got a key. I can come and go when I want. I'm gonna. So and it was because I was so held up in the house all the time.
Okay.
That when I finally,
You know what, Mike?
Not free.
Mike,
Not free.
See, I'm coming at you like a parent.
Mm-hmm.
I'm coming at you like a parent. My rule was, one, be in the house by a certain time.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't here by that time, I'm knocking the door. You know what I'm saying? You got slick, learn how to lock a door. I told you I would have put a dresser in front of that damn door. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, with the kids, it has to be, you set a boundary, or they run the hell all over you.
I got like I understood. She had to do her job as
right.
my parent.
Exactly.
But I had to do my job
as a kid. Right.
So my job as the kid.
But you had no mercy. You gotta think she's old enough to be your grandmother. You didn't have no mercy, Mike.
No, but it for me, right? Part of it was once they told me like, "Oh, you're adopted." Then it was like my brain started shifting towards,
You're not my mom.
well, I can do what I want because my mother's not here. And the more you remind me that you're not my parent,
mother.
like
you
she would
reminded?
say it.
Oh no.
So I would be like,
good.
That wasn't
yeah,
good.
right?
Yeah, that'll push you away.
Yeah.
So, but then, like I said, it was a lot of times I couldn't go out and do like when I was in high school, I couldn't go out and do normal stuff that my friends was doing. So once we got to an apartment and I could come and go as I please.
Elevator.
Yeah, so I was like,
I always lived in and we always lived on the last floor, but I was able to always walk up and down the steps. But that didn't stop.
And then it was like when you don't have a father, you look for guidance somewhere.
You didn't have no uncles? Hell.
They were old. Like
They were old. Everybody was old.
My uncles were like,
But that don't mean they can't teach you, man.
yeah, but what is it?
I had
80?
fathers.
Like,
I had my
I'm
father.
saying,
I
like,
had grandfathers. I had uncles.
no, but like
I
my
had men
uncles,
figures
my uncles now,
that work.
Like I got an uncle. If he was alive today, he'd be 92. This is my mother's brother.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
And I got a uncle from marriage. He's like 83 now.
Oh,
so
wow.
at this time, they was in their 70s. And
Yeah.
Right.
I'm not trying to hear. I'm not, like whatever. And so like, my friends, the people that I hung around, they would tell me, "This is how you do it." And it wasn't all bad. It was people that was older than me that just they saw me getting out of control. Like I had a friend named Kev. He saw like when he met me when I was 15, I was out of control because I always had the mindset of I want to do what I want to do. And nobody's gonna tell me.
Right at that age.
But a lot of it was just because, like, if I know something, if I know my real mother lives over here, and she don't want nothing to do with me, and then you're telling me every chance you get, I'm not your child. So now nobody can tell me what to do.
Okay.
Do you think? Can I ask you a question? Do you think that was done, like telling you that you're not my child, out of the pain that you were causing her from being
Do you ever
such a
think
badass child?
Do you think about that?
Yeah. Like I know, because
I think certain
she
things
wouldn't
have
say
cause
it.
and effect.
She wouldn't say it out of like we just sitting around.
Mm-hmm.
It would be stuff would happen, and then the response would
Out of
be,
anger.
It's like my daughter, like my daughter, my
frustration.
youngest daughter, which I'm so glad our relationship has gotten better. But so much happened, and she could, if you listen to her tell her side of the story, you would never believe this is the same person that you know. You
Right.
understand? But there's cause and effect.
Yeah.
You understand what I mean? There
Me
was
and
times
Stephanie
when
went through that.
there was times
Yeah.
when I wouldn't let her in my house.
Yeah, me and Stephanie
What?
went
You know,
through
and
that.
she slept right outside my door, and if you listen to that, like how could your mother let you
do
sleep on the
that.
floor in the
but she
hallway?
didn't. No
And
people
blah, blah, blah,
understand.
blah.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
But
don't
when I let you in this
Yeah.
house, there's
Yeah.
total chaos.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So as a parent, and
But
and
see-
believe me, I'm laying in that bed at night, listening to you outside that door, banging on that door,
Crying.
and I'm crying.
Yes.
But see, that was the thing for me was I wasn't as bad as other people. That
Right, it
no,
don't
no, no, no,
matter.
no.
Right.
What I'm saying is, to me, it was like, we got into an argument one time because sometimes I wouldn't be doing nothing, and she would just feel the urge to like bother me. I'd be chilling by myself, minding my business in my room, not bothering nobody. The minute my foot go from the room to the hallway, rah, 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 rah.
But you understand, things like, okay, and the only person I can use is my daughter, I love you, but there are things that you do, right? And it's like your reputation preceding you. You understand what I'm saying? It's like, I hit them feet, hit that floor. I know your ass. You better not go out that door. If you go out that door, I'm telling you, you ain't getting back in this house.
That's the argument we had
But this is how
yesterday
it
with my
starts.
I was
son.
getting up to pee.
That's
But I understand that. You might be getting up to pee.
my
But
thing.
Yeah.
what I'm saying is like sometimes
Yeah.
and I'm going to say the word,
Yeah.
traumatized.
Yes.
A child,
That's what it was.
children, especially them damn teenagers,
But
they can traumatize their
you.
parents.
And
I
that's
understand,
what
right?
I was trying to
I
hit to
wasn't-
my
I
son
wasn't-
yesterday because we had a
except for
really
the
bad
one-
argument.
And we're
because of
never
that.
as
Yes,
bad.
because
You
of
know,
that,
we don't
because
think we're
I'm
as bad as
thinking-
we were.
But look,
I'm
except
thinking
for
of
like
what he always done it for so many years, and I told him, I told him at the times that he was doing it, you can't keep lying, you can't keep stealing the food out of your own refrigerator. If you see something, ask.
Yeah.
Then when something happens, I won't automatically. Vaughn did it.
Look,
It's in
look.
Vaughn's
And
room.
with the lying,
then-
it's like I tell my daughter,
yeah, with the
well,
lying.
not just my
So
daughter,
then
all of them.
that's what happened yesterday, and it was chaos. And then his father was listening to it, and then he had to explain to him, now Vaughn, and he heard his side, he heard my side. I said, look, this didn't happen yesterday. This happened a week ago. I'm trying to train myself to get out of it because he has stopped, but
It's hard.
okay, but look at it like this, right?
When I see headlights, I
But
think
look,
it's a
look, look.
goddamn cloud coming at you. That's it.
Look at it like this, right?
because he always done it.
But look at it like this from my perspective. Now, if we having a regular argument, and you take that.
First of all, you
See, that's the first thing right there. You just cut it right there.
First of all,
We
you're
ain't
not
arguing
supposed
with
to
our
argue with your
parents.
No, but listen.
Right,
No.
I didn't argue with my mom.
Listen what I'm
What you
saying. So we talking, and then you
No,
come
you
out,
having an argument.
all right,
I'm
and
trying
then you come out and say
You have an argument.
You come out and say, just like how you said certain things are expected.
Yes.
So if I know every time we argue, you gonna come out and say, well, I raised my kids, I didn't have to take other people's kids in, like I did you a favor. So that makes me more rebellious towards you.
Angry.
Yeah.
So the more you do
I
that,
can agree that.
I can understand that.
like the more she did stuff like that, the more it just made me
Made you
wanna
go the
like,
other way.
You know what I mean? Like, all right, so since I'm not your kid,
I'm gonna do this,
and then,
But you were still coming back to the house, though.
but then the day that I finally reversed it, and she was like, we was arguing about something, and then I said, well, you're not my mother. She didn't like that. So from the time I was 7 years old, you threw up in my face that I wasn't your kid. But now when I throw up in your face that you're not my mother, now it's a problem. You see what I'm saying? So then it was like, well, since this is what if you've been doing that to a child from 7, every time we have an argument, now I know what to expect.
Okay.
So now it doesn't hurt. Now I'm
Right.
gonna hurt you because you're trying to hurt me. And that's what our relationship became.
That's a bad thing, though.
Yeah, that is.
To
So
fight
now-
fire with fire. You
Yeah.
can't
So
fight
now,
fire with fire.
unknowingly, at 33, we don't really have a relationship.
Okay.
We talk. I speak to my mother maybe 4 or 5 times a year.
Wow.
Because the tongue could be a more powerful weapon than the
It
gun.
is. A tongue is a weapon. But
And that's what I always
The
told
tongue,
people. Like
you
when
gotta
we
watch
talked
the
about
tongue, that's
beatings,
why.
and I said beatings never did anything to me. It was the talking.
That did it.
The talking used to bother. Like the talking would make me angry. When she started talking and going on, I was like, oh God, here we go. Like it used to get so bad. One day I told her, I said, I wish you would still beat me. Because at least when you beat me, I know eventually it'll stop. But when you start talking,
It won't stop.
it never stops. Like,
Yeah, yeah, those words. I remember one time I told my sister, I said to her, I said, he's my father. He's not your father. You was adopted. Because my father adopted, we got the same mother, but my father adopted my sister. And my father heard that. And he said to me, he said, let me tell you something. He said, I chose her. Your mother wanted you. And that was like
whoa.
and I'm not
yeah.
and I'm not gonna put like, see, me, the type of person I am is if you do something to me, and you've seen me write about it and say, like, if you do something to me, I hold on to it. And I'll push myself away from you, and we don't have to have nothing to do with each other. So a family member one time something came on TV about parents who did drugs, and my biological mother, she did drugs, and the issue of HIV came up, and the family member said, for no reason, I was 11 years old at the time, they said, well, I don't want to be rude, but for all you know, your mother could be dead from AIDS. So you said this to an 11-year-old. So now, how you think I'm going to treat you
Right.
forever? Because you said the one thing back. So people would do things like that and then expect me to just keep it moving like,
Like you ain't said nothing at all.
So my mother, she would say things and do things, and then she would get the reaction out of me she was looking for, but then it'd be like, why are you so mean to your mother? It's because, and I would tell people, you don't hear what, like one time when I was a kid, she not gonna watch this, so I could tell you.
You know what? Can I just say something? Because I think it's funny. You never end a story. You just roll over into another story. Go ahead.
Before you
You
say
never
that,
said?
can you take what she's saying and not say nothing without
No,
reacting?
because some things you cross lines, and I don't care how old I am. It's like you're not gonna just say that and think.
Some people would say something to me, and I should be like, okay.
No, because
And I know not to deal with that person.
One day,
Yeah.
you go through puberty, your voice starts changing.
Yeah.
So one day, we were eating dinner, and we were laughing and joking, and I laughed, and she said, "You laugh like a faggot." So I said, "What?" And then she said it again. So I'm like to me and my mom, like, you gonna just call me a faggot for laughing? Like, who you think?
She didn't call you a faggot for laughing. She think you laugh like a faggot.
Exactly, but like our relationship is already fragile.
Wow.
You see what I'm saying? It's not like we're cool.
What
Like,
was y'all talking about? Yeah, y'all was
I
laughing and
wasn't even
joking
talking
about
to
what?
her. I wasn't even talking to her. That was the thing. She just decided to jump in the conversation and say, "You laugh like a faggot."
Wow.
So I said, "What?" And then she said something else, and I got mad and got up, and I think like I threw like the plate of food on the floor or something. And she said, "Well, pick it up." I said, "I ain't picking up nothing. I'm a faggot. I'm taking my faggot ass upstairs and you pick it up." And then we got into this whole big thing. But she didn't understand, like, you could beat me and that means nothing. But when you talk to me the way you're talking to me, now you're creating issues between us. Because I can't.
That's why she said it to you.
Yeah, but it's not, like, I can't go back to her and say, "You a fat blah, 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 blah." And, like, you see what I'm saying? I had to you could say it, but I can't come back and be like, you ain't
Your
shit.
hands was tied.
Yeah, like, so then you get angry,
Not
like,
a fair fight.
right. Because then it's looked like, oh, you the bad kid. Like, I remember one time she punched me and I fell. And as I was falling, I grabbed her to hold myself up and she ended up falling with me. So the way she told the story was, I punched her. No, she said I punched her and she fell on the ground.
All right, we coming up on 30 minutes. We got like 30 seconds. So, Stephanie,
we will continue this another time. Please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. This is Chicks and Chairs.
Dustin's not here.
No, don't do that. Bye-bye.
I wasn't gonna.